why don't you go ahead and hit subscribe below? You know you want to. Maybe you feel a little naughty because you really love looking at all these luxury and designer pieces. I never pay full price. Hey guys, it's Jess from She's the Posh. Welcome back. And today I'm going to be giving you my review on using the leather surgeons, and I'm going to reveal my Chanel bag that I have just fixed up. But if you haven't seen my video, I'm going to put it right here on the screen. So go ahead, pause, and click on that so you can kind of see the before to get a better idea. I am going to insert some pictures, but that one is the best way to see the before. Why don't you just but also hit subscribe below. We can be best friends. I make videos every Wednesday and Sunday. They're all designer and fashion related, and I never pay full price for any of these pieces, and I love sharing with you all my tips and tricks of the trade. If that's something you're interested in, please subscribe below and ring my bell so you don't miss any of my fabulous deals that I have to share with you. Let's get started. Now, the reason I picked leather surgeons, there's plenty of other places out there, but I had seen several videos of them on YouTube. And as you saw from my video, if you clicked on it, hopefully you did, that I had sold some bags, and basically I got a vintage Chanel bag that you'll see pictures of that it was going to be a project bag. And to be honest, I just can't spend $5,000 to $4,000 on a bag. And I really kind of like the vintage look. I wanted the gold hardware because this bag is from 1994. So I went and I researched them. I've seen some of their work and I was just super, super impressed. So I figure I could get this bag and then get it restored. And it didn't seem like it would cost that much. So how you start out the process is I went ahead and I messaged them, sent them some pictures. Next day, they asked for some more pictures. And then after that, they gave me a quote. And my quote for everything that got done was $375. So that included, I got the bag completely restructured. I got it repainted / dyed, cleaned, and conditioned. They also take the whole bag apart and they polish all of the hardware in there. And I also got new leather in my, weaved in through my chain. So basically, it's a whole big spoof and spa, and she got the works. And that was only $375. And to be completely honest, that seems like a steal to me for all the work that they did. They had to open my bag, reseal it, all that stuff. So yeah, I was really impressed. I went ahead, and that $375 also includes shipping there and back. You can pay extra if you would like to have insurance with it. They live in Pennsylvania. I'm from Pennsylvania. So I felt pretty comfortable just sending it. I wasn't worried. I didn't do insurance, but of course, if you have a Birkin or something really, really pricey, obviously you probably want to have insurance on there. But after I said I was good with that price, they sent me a link. They gave me something to print out just to ship it out. I shipped it out, sent it to them. They got it within a day or two, and then they notified me, say, hey, by the way, we got your bag. From that process of when they got my bag, it took 3 weeks for me to get the message that my bag was completed, and they send you an invoice. So you don't pay until it's done. They send you an invoice, and I just paid online the $375, and they shipped the bag the very next day, and it came within 2 days. So they shipped it out on a Monday, and I got it on a Wednesday. And I was just 3 weeks, all the work they did, I'm just so impressed. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna reveal it to you. Now you're gonna see pictures here of what it used to look like. And now you're gonna see what it looks like now. I know, right? It looks like a brand new bag. Do you remember, if you saw the video, how I moved this in the light? How this whole section here was completely worn. The great thing about this bag was the hardware, how the gold hardware was in amazing shape, but right now, them polishing it up completely, doesn't it look amazing here? Now, there is nothing in this bag. I do not have this bag stuffed at all. And do you remember how it was kind of caving in on itself here? When you look at those pictures, caving in, and now she sits up tall and pretty. And then open her up. Marks here just from the chain resting there. But no, you could barely see any scratches or anything in here. My inside was in really, really good shape. So they didn't have to do much to the inside, but they just basically cleaned it and conditioned it. Now the crazy parts that were in the worst shape were my corners. And basically what he explained to me about the corners, and I remember the picture here of the tear that you see, is that, you know, you can't, it's not going to be perfect, but what he does is he uses a little bit of a glue that he uses to glue that piece down, and then they repaint or dye over that. So if you look here and you see my corner, you can see, if you look up close, you can see where it had been cut. If you look right there, you'll see where there was a little nick out of it. But you can barely tell, like you have to be looking at that. And now that he's went ahead and he put the glue and everything in there, look at my corners here. I mean, look at this bottom. Like, I'm just so impressed with that. Like, this looks like a brand spanking new bag. And then the chain, they put new leather in the chain, and it's just absolutely, I can't believe it. I'm just so impressed with how this looks. Like, I just can't believe I got all of this done for just $375. And they also send you a paperwork. Here's the paperwork right here that shows that, you know, that the bag is authentic. Has a little certificate here. It tells me that it's certified. Yeah, like all in all, I'm just so impressed. I'm impressed by not just the work and the craftsmanship, but the time. Like, I thought, if you remember from my video, I thought, oh, it's probably gonna take a couple months, because they are literally restructuring the bag. There was all that work that needed done, and it got done in 3 weeks. Incredibly impressed. I'm gonna put a link for them below. I'm not sponsored. They have not paid me for any of this. I'm just really excited. I wanted to share with you my experience, just like other people that shared their experience on YouTube, to let you know, go ahead, buy those vintage bags. I'm like addicted now. I want more vintage Chanel bags. I want a jumbo Chanel with the large CCs and gold hardware. I mean, I want some vintage, vintage square mini, and a vintage rectangular mini in red. Like, I want more, because I know that, like, Gary can hook me up. Let me know if you have any other questions about the process or my experience below. And as always, I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye, guys.